My friends, listen to me, because we are talking about your money, your security, and your freedom in retirement. You have worked so hard, for so many years, to build a nest egg that is supposed to take care of you. And now, you're looking at these new age digital banks like Revolut, and you're asking yourself, Susie, is this safe? Are they going to nickel and dime me? Does Revolut charge to transfer my money to a bank account? I want you to lean in, because the answer isn't a simple yes or no, it's a it depends, and in retirement, it depends is a dangerous place to be if you don't have the facts. The problem we are facing today is that traditional banks have been ripping us off for decades with wire fees and low interest rates. So, you look at an app like Revolut and you think, finally, a way to move my money for free. But here's the fear. You go to move your money to your local brick-and-mortar bank, the one where you know the teller, the one where your social security check lands, and suddenly, you see a fee. Or worse, the money doesn't arrive when you expected it to. You feel out of control. And when you are retired, feeling out of control of your cash flow is a one-way ticket to a state of fear. So, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of these fees. If you are using Revolut to send money to a bank account in the same country, in the same currency, what we call a local transfer, usually, the answer is no, they do not charge you. If you're in the US sending USD to a US bank, or in Europe sending euros through SEPA, it is often free. But, and this is a big but, you have to look at your plan. If you are on the standard plan, which costs you $0 a month, you are limited. If you start trying to move large sums of money or you're doing it frequently, you might hit a wall. Now, let's talk about the real danger zone, international transfers. Many of you have family abroad, or maybe you've finally taken that dream leap to live part-time in another country. You want to send money to an overseas account. Revolut is going to tell you they have competitive rates, and they do. But they are a business, not a charity. If you are transferring money internationally, Revolut charges a variable fee. In 2026, we are seeing fees around 0.15% to 0.20% for these transfers. That might sound small, but if you are moving $10,000 of your hard-earned retirement savings, that's $15 or $20 out the door. And if you do that transfer on a Saturday or a Sunday, oh, you better believe they will charge you a weekend markup because the currency markets are closed. They can charge you an extra 1% just for the convenience of clicking send on a Sunday. Why would you give them 1% of your money just because you couldn't wait until Monday morning? That is a mistake you cannot afford to make. And then there are the intermediary fees. This is what drives me crazy. You send the money from Revolut. Revolut says it's free or it's only $5, but by the time it hits your destination bank, $30 is missing. Why? Because the big, old-fashioned banks in the middle, the SWIFT network, took their cut. Revolut doesn't control those fees, but you are the one who pays them. So, what is the actionable takeaway here? How do you protect yourself? First, you must be a warrior for your own wealth. Before you hit that send button, look at the screen. Revolut is actually very good at showing you exactly what they are charging before you confirm. If you see a fee you didn't expect, stop. Don't just click through because you're in a hurry. Second, if you are moving money between currencies, do it between Monday and Friday. Never, ever exchange money or send an international transfer on the weekend. You are literally throwing money away. Third, check your plan. If you are someone who moves money every single month to an international account, the standard $0 plan might actually be costing you more in fees than the $9.99 premium plan would. Do the math. If the premium plan saves you $20 in transfer fees and $10 in exchange markups, then the $10 monthly fee is an investment, not a cost. But most importantly, I want you to ask yourself, why are you moving this money? If it's to pay for your daily needs, keep it simple. Don't use a complex app for a simple task if it makes you lose sleep. You need to be in a place of power with your money. To be powerful, you have to be informed. Does Revolut charge? Sometimes, yes. Is it cheaper than a traditional bank? Usually, yes. But is it free? Nothing is truly free if you aren't paying attention. Stay safe, stay informed, and remember, people first, then money, then things. But when it comes to your money, don't you dare let a single cent slip through the cracks because you didn't read the fine print. You are worth more than that.